Don't be gay. Listen to what we say. Don't be gay. We're straight. No way. Don't be gay. Queer culture every day. Don't be gay. We're doing it our way.
The rumors are true. I'm a homophobe. We are hot, hotter than a stove. Being queer ain't no other way. Not a phase. We are here to stay.
Don't be gay.
Oh yeah.
Don't be gay. You
Okay.
heard us. Don't be gay. Oh, don't be gay. It's time, yeah. Hello, and welcome back to the Don't Be Gay podcast.
Don't Be Gay. Yes.
LLC. Thank you so much. Trademark, patent pending, right, honey?
Yeah. What is? Wait, am I stupid? What does LLC mean? Is that? Am I dumb?
Limited Liability Corporation.
Period.
Is that it?
I don't know.
I believe that. Was I not?
Wait, it is? Wait, are we getting a nod from our producer, Christine?
We're getting it.
Okay, we're getting it.
Okay.
Period. Okay. Oh my God. So here we are with facts. Already,
Yes.
it's in the first minute of the pod. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is an educational podcast after all.
Yeah. Don't go to school anymore.
Oh my gosh. Thank you guys. We're here again, back at the Lincoln Lodge
Yes.
here, recording yet again. Thanks
I
for
sleep
listening. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lodge.
It is a lodge.
Yeah.
It's a lodge
It
for a
is.
reason.
It's the best lodge.
The Lincoln Lodge.
Yeah.
Bitch. I think we just came up with like a new like little like,
Something.
a new
thing.
little like business venture
Yeah.
outside
I
of
love it.
An
An LLC.
An LLC. Oh my God! You know what? Let's just get into it. Okay,
Yeah,
so
let's get into this
you can-
LLC.
You can hear our guest, but before we introduce this lovely lady, Josh,
Yes.
how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I got a new job recently.
Ooh,
Yeah.
What is that new job?
It's literally just a barista,
Oh,
as I was before. So
You know what?
yeah.
Take what you love and
Yeah.
just make money off of it.
Right.
Judge people and stir drinks.
Yeah, no, low key, I love being a barista. Like, it's really fun.
Yeah. Wait, what's
You
the name?
know?
Wait, do you want the name of the cafe or
Should
or
I? I might say some shit,
or-
and they might like trace it back.
Don't say it.
Yeah,
Don't. You had your first day today, right?
second day technically.
Oh.
The first day, I probably shouldn't say. No, I feel bad.
No. You can't leave. You can't leave all of us
You're
on the
so
cliffhanger.
right. Okay, so the first day, we had like our what's it called, like opening of like the second location.
Mm-hmm.
And there was like no customers like the entire shift. Like there was like only two like in the first hour. And so like I was getting trained, right? And so the trainer, he was like, he took the order,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like, so the next customers, you're gonna take them and ring them up. And we never got any more customers. So awkward. I was like, okay.
The gag. They knew. They just knew they were gonna eat.
Yeah.
They knew they were gonna eat. They were like, oh, we're gonna be busting out the door. They're gonna be a line down the block.
I was getting paid to do nothing.
And there was a line at the bathroom. And
That's
the
a
line was
dream.
It was, but like it was the main manager though, so like I couldn't like be like on my phone, you know.
Mhm.
So I was just like legit like just standing like a soldier. I'm like, can I do something, please?
Oh my God.
I was like, can I wipe a counter? He was like, yep, you can do that.
You could do something.
Yeah.
Can you buy all the coffee that we already made?
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, and it's like they sell like a bunch of weed shit there too, so like it's pretty cool.
Oh.
Yeah. It's
Wait.
a vibe. They have like mushroom things, like a mushroom gummy or some shit. It's like really cool.
Oh, my
I've never
God.
done.
Wait, really?
But, like, I'm so down to try. Yeah, no, I'm not. This is not an LLC. I'm not joking.
It's not an LLC.
Gosh.
Okay, well, you know what? You know who I want to ask who has done maybe drugs? Because I feel like this person might have our guest.
Yes.
Our guest. You know,
Okay.
speaking of like drugs and working, this
Speaking of
person.
drugs.
Speaking of, this is how I love to be introduced. Speaking of drugs.
Speaking of drug addicts.
Speaking of drug addicts and LLCs, people that are out here
Those are my two things.
working and drugging, our lovely guest, the girl boss herself,
Yeah.
Miss Grace Bahler.
Hey.
The
Hello.
icon, the legend.
The icon, the legend, and
Yeah.
the
moment. Why I like? I'm like, huh?
Why'd you have to wait?
Oh my God, I'm
Yeah.
a moment.
You
So-
are. And speaking of, okay, wait. So wait, have you done mushrooms before?
Yes.
Okay.
I love mushrooms.
Me too.
Hey, Mom. No. I have done them a few times in really fun settings, like in a basement.
Oh,
that was the first time. It was a beautiful experience. The second time was outside. Really different than a basement.
Wait, outside? Where outside?
I've noticed have really great places outside.
Outside.
It was at the Indy 500.
Oh, okay. Oh, that sounds like a pretty cool place to have it. A lot's going on.
It was there was definitely a lot going on. Yeah. It was fun.
What form was the mushroom? Was it like a honey? Was it a chocolate? Was it just like the actual shroom?
Okay, I've done it where I've eaten the actual shroom before. And actually, wait, I'm now realizing I've done mushrooms way more times than twice.
You're like, I'm on them right now.
I always
I know. You were like, wait, I feel like something. No, I forgot. I did it before I got here.
I just feel really grounded right now. No, so I've had them in so many different forms. Rather like the actual mushrooms, which that's just kind of gross. It's kind of.
Have you tried the peanut butter and jelly method? That's the one that
Will
I
you
first
put it
did.
in a sandwich?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
That helps.
Yes. And they have you can get capsules too.
Oh, I know.
I like those, but then I've also had chocolate.
I have not had the
mushrooms?
chocolates yet.
Mushroom
Yeah,
chocolate.
they do like shroom chocolates.
No way.
Each
I
time
knew
I've
that.
had that, I've just stumbled into a situation where all of a sudden I'm taking shrooms, and it's been a beautiful experience.
I love that.
Yeah.
I microdose like pretty regularly.
Really?
Like even today I did it. Like don't worry, I'm not high. Here at the LLC, we are not. It's just like so I got it from this company, and it's like a gorgeous couple called Blue Sunday, and they are based out of California, and they are like Black owned. And so what they do is they travel all over the country, harvest their own mushrooms, and they sell these like little like pots of honey and capsules, as you were saying, and then they ship all over the United States. I actually got hooked on it. No, well, not hooked on it. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I can't stop.
So the trauma first started. No. I got recommended by another comedian who told me that they do it. And so then, like, they showed it to me, and then I ordered it, and I've been doing it since. I treat it like an anti-anxiety medication.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, it totally is. Mm-hmm. Like, all of a sudden, everything's very clear. You're able to be in the moment.
Yeah, I gotta try, like, so bad.
I should let you try some. I have a lot of honey. I've been this little jar of honey that's probably like this big has lasted me since.
Yeah.
What
I want the entire jar.
like half a year.
Yeah. What would happen if you had the entire? Would you just trip?
I'd be tripping. I would I don't know. I don't know what would be happening. Honestly, like I'd probably feel like I'd be like high for at least a week. Like I would be like just fully thinking about like the ether of the world.
Yeah,
and
that's the
just,
thing.
like,
With mushrooms, you think about that stuff.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Speaking of, you got mushrooms like your
sober.
shirt.
Oh my God, so true.
Oh my God, talk about.
I should have worn my mushroom earrings. I literally have them, but this is just.
But
like
you
a safety
don't.
thing.
You need it. I'm gonna get you mushrooms.
Yeah, I
We're
need
gonna
them.
get you mushrooms. Yeah.
Thanks.
I don't know how to get them. I
Thanks.
just literally stumbled into the situations before.
I mean,
so
maybe
you
for
just gotta
Christmas.
trust. For Christmas.
For Christmas,
and
yes,
also New
exactly.
Year's and every other holiday.
And every other
please.
holiday, just every random Wednesday.
Every birthday.
Yes.
That's all I want.
Okay. So, Grace, do you want to tell us a little bit? Okay, so first of all, I have one question for all of us.
Ooh.
So I feel like a lot of normies, and I call that to people who do not perform stand-up comedy,
Okay.
Yeah.
think that like you can easily get drugs at comedy shows. Have any of us been like offered drugs at a?
Me looking at you.
I feel like a story is brewing.
It's kind of like my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like besides LLCs and this falls into the drugs category of being my thing.
Pretty much.
I love joking with an audience, totally just joking, being like, haha, who has Coke? Who has Coke? Who has weed? What are you guys doing? Sharing is caring type of thing.
Exactly. Don't hold out.
Yeah, and it's always a bit that I like to do, but then sometimes it's turned in from a bit into like real life. Like actually last Tuesday at a comedy club here in Chicago at which I host an open mic on Tuesdays.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I should name drop them because drugs are involved.
Maybe not.
So we'll just go with that. But I was like doing this running bit, and then this girl was leaving, and she comes up to me and she's like, "Hey, were you serious up there about like wanting to get some drugs? And I was like, what's going on right now? But like, I'm interested. Like, you can pitch me. What are you selling? From one sales professional to another, what are you selling?
Exactly.
And she ended up being like, listen, I don't often do this, but I do have samples with me, and I will give them to you for no charge.
Samples?
Yeah, so she gave me samples.
Was it like on like a toothpick or something?
It could have been. It was beautifully presented in like this sheer little bag, and then like these 3 little pods, and it was like a body scrub.
Okay.
So really confusing, and it came with like a scannable QR code, and when I did it, it led me to the most busted Google Docs link that I've ever seen in my life that was trying to describe the product, and it was quite an experience. Needless to say, I will not be using it.
So it was like a body scrub? Or?
It was a body scrub. It was a weed body scrub.
Oh, okay.
So like a weed topical product. I mean, they sell stuff like that. Like
I've never done that.
I thought we were talking about crack, and I was like, "There's a crack
Crack?
body scrub."
It's what all of the cool girls are doing
If she
nowadays.
has samples of crack, I would want to know like where she would get the samples.
This whole time,
Who has
I was like,
samples
oh.
of crack?
That late in the story, I thought.
That well, I was a little bit bummed that it wasn't like a cooler drug.
Yeah.
Like, you really think you can just give me a body? I don't know.
It seems like more of an Etsy thing. It seems like more of an Etsy transaction. Like, it feels like
It felt like real life Etsy.
It really did. It felt like Etsy in person. Like,
Yeah.
it's like that's not something that like you're like, oh, look what I got.
Yeah.
Right?
An exfoliating tea tree.
Right?
And weed infused body scrub. Like, no, girl.
Like, no.
Take that shit to Bath and Body Works. Oh my God, that'd be like, what if Bath and Body Works did that? Because everyone knows Bath and Body Works. We always have a sale. Buy one can to get the whole store free.
That is honestly
Literally.
their business model.
Yeah.
So they should just do that.
They should get, like the Bath and Body Works, like the sprays that they have, like the Misty,
Yeah.
iconic, but they should have those that are like, they get you high.
Yeah, like some kind of like weed thing they need to like introduce, I feel.
Yeah.
Like,
Or like whippets.
yeah. Bath and Weed Works.
We're literally coming up with so many good business
Right.
ideas here. I have been given Molly before at a comedy show.
I want to do Molly so bad, and it has never been something that has been offered to me. I guess I'm not in like the spaces to do that.
The
I did take it as a
opportunity to
compliment
introduce
that
itself.
someone just thought I would enjoy it. I was
Yeah.
like, okay.
I feel like it would be a compliment
I
because I,
think
feel
so,
like
too.
Molly is one of those drugs where it's like you can really have like a super bad experience on that. So that means that they probably trust that you are someone that can handle it.
I would think. I did have a great experience with it. I only did a little bit of it.
What was the situation?
I went to a concert with my boyfriend.
Okay, that's like a
Ooh.
perfect time.
And
to,
it was
like,
so
do it.
fun.
Yeah.
It was
Who'd you
awesome.
see?
Benny, super lonely. I know I fucked up. I'm just okay. I know.
I'll look him up.
So this is why I'm not a singer.
Are they?
No, it wasn't bad. I don't think.
Is this okay? I hope this isn't shady. Are they like a Chicago band, or are they like more?
Benny? No, she's like a
big deal.
British pop star.
Ooh.
And
Drag her.
Um,
I'm like, oh, is she local?
she's just known on like a whole continent.
I know, a whole other continent.
I'm realizing though Britain is not a continent right now, but
Yeah.
that's
But it's like
okay.
it's an area.
Yeah,
It's an
It's a
area.
place.
It's within a continent, which is Europe.
It's a really big area.
We went to school in this bitch.
We did.
We
We did.
Yeah.
We did.
We did.
As I was talking before, you were saying that you host a comedy open mic at a club that we will not name.
Yes.
And so I feel like you have single-handedly, I think, one of the people who have like taken the term girl boss and and impart it into your stand-up comedy routine, into your like lifestyle in general, and you've given it like a pretty positive connotation, I would say.
Thank you.
Where did that come from?
Okay. I think the concept of a girl boss, I've always thought it was really funny, and I started experimenting with the term with my writing with Reductress.
Okay, yes.
So, like, girl boss, this woman checks her Gmail at the club. That was, like, the first, like, headline that I, like, wrote about the girl boss life. Girl boss, this woman shits with her legs crossed. Like stuff like that. And then I was like, wait, you know what? I could, like, do this on stage. And then I quickly realized, oh, no, this could easily feed into, like, my persona. And then I was like, wait. Even if I'm approaching a girl boss like lifestyle from a satirical standpoint, I kind of love it. Like, it's so fun to be like, I am gonna love myself unconditionally, and I am gonna hustle hard and try to make money and try to just believe in myself. Like, believing in yourself is so cool.
Yeah.
Honestly,
As someone who shits with their legs crossed, thank you for that representation.
Absolutely. It's a very
Honestly,
polite way to do it.
Representation does matter.
It does.
And hot girls like us three here,
Yes.
sometimes we have IBS.
Yeah.
And it's important
What's
to know that.
Yo, you guys are nasty.
Actually,
Never.
I don't even have a butthole.
Yeah, I'm like those aliens on Mars Attack. I pee through on Scary Movie. I pee through my finger actually.
Yeah.
So actually, I mean that's what I do.
Yeah.
I sit legs crossed and just go like this.
Yeah. I do the
classy.
same thing
Quite
with
classy.
the pinky up.
Is that? Oh yeah, exactly. That's the
Very
that's
British, the continent.
that's the new Benny.
The area.
Very Benny.
That's how Benny does it.
so Benny.
I don't know any of her songs. I would be like, it's Benny. She
You
probably doesn't
would.
even sound like that.
You definitely would.
I should listen to her after this. I definitely should.
Yeah, right, same.
So
I'm gonna
talk
block
to
her on
us.
Spotify.
So talk to us about what got you started in comedy? Like, what made you want to get into this lavish, wonderful world of stand-up comedy and performing and stuff? Because I know you're a really great writer, but like,
So I've always loved writing,
Mhm.
but it's so funny because I was literally thinking about this yesterday. Whenever anybody asks me like how I got into stand-up and comedy, like I did not do performance or anything growing up. Like maybe I would do like a school play in like 5th grade. But that was it. Like it wasn't what I like loved to do.
Yeah.
And I was in college and studying international development, communications, Middle Eastern languages. My like goal, at least like looking back on it, like I was working to hopefully apply to law school. Like that was. But now, as I say that and as I'm thinking about that, I know that I was never gonna do that.
are you bilingual?
I speak French. And I speak English. I speak English.
Ooh.
I know.
I had no
a true
idea.
girl boss.
Bonjour, hi.
Bonjour, hi. Oh my God, yeah. Traumatized from having to say bonjour, hi every
Oh, God.
time you go into a store. But
Oh my God, yeah.
yeah, so I like deep down though I think I know that I wasn't ever going to be a lawyer. I was kind of waiting for something else to happen.
Yeah, you were waiting for someone to be like, honey,
Honey,
no.
you're a star. Go,
Yeah.
let's go to Hollywood.
Yeah, you got spunk, kid.
And I kind of did that. Like, I kind of told myself that.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I got the
So
flu.
you were like that person for yourself to like tell you like, hey, I should like to be a star, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Was it like it just
Period.
something,
Same.
it's something clicked within
Yeah.
you and you were just like, this is not like I'm not like I'm
This is, like,
I'm
not the
Elwood's outside of the courtroom, but not actually going to be in the courtroom. Like the world is my stage, but the
Yes.
courtroom is
okay,
not.
wait, no. This is okay. I realized I think I didn't want to like be a lawyer. I just wanted to play a lawyer on
Yeah.
TV or in a movie.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh my
like
God.
same after I watched Grey's Anatomy. I watched it right before I started college, and I remember talking to my mom, being like, "Maybe I should do pre-med." And she's like, "You just need to act." And I was like, "Okay, yeah." But it took me a few years to do that, and then I got the flu when I was living in England because I studied abroad. It changed my life.
Oh.
I chose the worst place to study abroad.
Where?
Bristol.
Oh.
It's 2 hours west of London.
Yeah, I've heard not great things about Bristol. I only studied abroad in 2 weeks when I was in college, and
Yeah.
in London, like London proper, and everyone was always talking shit about Bristol.
Fair.
Yeah.
It's like where people go, like it's a whole town full of like people with like rich dads that are just like cosplaying as like broke college students, but it's like you live the most lavish life. Like it was a very interesting
That
experience.
sounds kind of like TikTok now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like legit people being like listening to rap music and like, acting like, oh, I'm from the streets. It's like you're from
Yeah.
Connecticut. It's like you're not getting
Connecticut,
what you
honey.
think.
British
Connecticut.
rap is so funny.
I love my
Like,
boyfriend
oh my
loves British
gosh.
rap. He
Yeah.
loves British rap.
Yeah.
Wait,
It's
okay.
so fun.
I'm not familiar with British rap. I don't listen to like a lot of like British. I mean, clearly, I don't
Yeah.
know who Benny was. So,
I really think
Is she a
you like
British
her.
rapper,
She's
or-
not a rapper, but she's a British pop star.
She's a British
Okay.
person.
she's a British person. She is from Britain.
Yeah.
They do exist.
Okay.
Yeah, but British rap is like so weird because it's just like regular rap, but like Harry Potter.
Yeah, it's
So-
regular rap with an accent, and
yeah.
it's like
it's so funny because like they try to sound so cool, but like it's kind of not.
it does not work. It has the opposite effect. Opposite effect.
They just sound like they're like so fancy, and it's like you're not a gangster.
Yeah.
Well,
Good
I
point.
think. Well, I feel like, and when I remember, so I feel like a lot of people, and I mean, it's British people don't come for us in the comments.
No, I wish
Um,
they would.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
Come
ready.
at me, bro.
Yeah.
See,
Or is it bruv?
Bruv.
Bruv.
Yes.
See what
Like,
you've got, bruv.
I remember. So wait, actually, I have a question for you beforehand. How long did you study abroad in Bristol?
6 months.
Did you come back with a British accent, or did you think you had like a British accent? You were like affectation, if so.
No.
Oh.
Okay.
No.
I'm gonna come out as that bitch. I was there for 2 weeks, and you couldn't tell me I wasn't Estelle. Like, you couldn't tell
No
me that I
way.
was like pip pip cheerio. Like
Yeah.
you couldn't
You know
tell
what?
me.
I can so see you leaning so much into
Oh,
it that you'd be
I
like,
fully
cheers.
was. I fully was. Because again, like I love attention. I love like this like bougie like lifestyle. And so
Yeah.
like I got back and I was just like, oh honey, like I only
Is that
drink
what it sounded
beans
like?
and toast. Like,
God, the food there.
terrible.
I would rather die.
What? Like who? Like wait, sorry. Wait, have you been to other country, Josh?
Oh no, literally never.
Oh, do better.
I barely,
No, I'm
yeah.
joking.
Yeah. I barely leave my house.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just letting you know, if you ever decide to go to London or anywhere in the UK,
I'm so down to
go to McDonald's for breakfast, honey, because
Everything else is it's bollocks.
What do they have at McDonald's breakfast that like we don't have? Like,
okay, I mean, I don't know. I mean,
I
you could-
actually never had McDonald's breakfast in England,
wow.
but I
So
ate
good.
Five Guys all the time.
I always
my
eat
God,
Five Guys all the time.
You're already halfway to England.
I'm gonna just take a sip on that little.
Take a sip of that tea, love.
Oh my
Take a sip
god.
of your tea.
Cheerio.
Oh my god. And so also like the way that there were so there's different things that you would find in Britain that you wouldn't find. So from McDonald's, the McFlurry, first of all, the machine was never broken. The McFlurry machine
Yeah,
was
because
never broken.
they have healthcare, universal healthcare over there.
People actually, they were so nice. They had this there was like a chicken cordon bleu sandwich. So it was like a fried chicken like wrapped in ham and then like Swiss cheese. And it was like I felt like I was at like a nice, decent restaurant here in Chicago that I was getting at McDonald's. So I just feel like the
Tears are
food
kind of
and-
coming to my eyes right now because that sounds. We've been robbed.
Yeah. You
We
gotta go
have
back
been
just for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will go back to this.
Hell yeah.
If-
and to
well-
see Big Ben.
On that note, if you could, wait, what?
Big Ben, it's like the
Oh, I know
clock
the
thing,
clock,
yeah.
but it
Yeah.
was I couldn't understand. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
that accent. It was.
Oh yeah, I don't know what
It
that
was
was.
giving more regional.
It was giving.
It was a little
giving a
regional?
voice that came out of my body. For sure.
Oh my god! So you did bring up your boyfriend earlier.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
he's great.
So we found out you're bilingual. We
Yes.
found out that you went to college.
Yeah.
Yes.
We found out that you run a lot of shows. We can talk more about those shows and what led you to being.
We found out you're like the number one
producer.
Benny stan.
We found.
You love her
She's
so
re-
much.
Guys,
We
she's
found
great.
out that you are the sole provider of every single drug in Chicago.
Yeah.
If anyone needs to have a drug at any comedy show in Chicago,
You come to me.
come to this lady
The
right
mob's
here.
gonna come after me. I'm coming after their business.
So you managed to do all of that, but also are in a relationship.
Yeah, and I have been now for like a little bit over a year actually with the same guy.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I've met him. He's so nice and so lovely. And I feel like it's hard, like working hard as a creative and also like having like a social life and like balancing mental health and having a partner at the same time. So I mean, drop the routine. How you doing?
It's so funny. This is like a topic of conversation because he and I we were talking about it super briefly this morning. Just like he does his own things, I do my own things, and then like when we do get the time to like hang out together, it's just so meaningful and sweet and but it's not like super intense or anything. Like we like literally I slept in. He woke up way before me this morning to watch the World Cup.
Oh yeah, everybody was talking about that shit.
I
Yeah,
totally forgot it was happening.
Did you watch any of the games? Did any of y'all watch any of the games?
No.
Yeah.
No.
No.
They forgot. I totally forgot.
The only reason why I was aware of anything going on with the World Cup is because of my straight ass fucking coworkers. Like
Yeah.
Straight people will keep you informed about sports.
Yeah,
They really
were
will
talking
keep
about the
you
World
informed.
Cup, and I was like, what?
I
Right?
know.
Yeah.
they were like, we'll go Argentina. And I was like, what did they do? Oh my god, are they trying? Is World War VI happening? Like, what is like? Oh god, and they're like,
Not
no,
World
they
War
made it to the
VI.
finals. And I was like, oh yeah, I fully forgot that there wasn't a 3 or
that's
4 or a
happening.
5. And so I was like, oh, 6 is happening. So yeah, no, I wasn't aware. So was he rooting for Argentina or France?
I actually have no idea. I'm gonna have to ask him. But he said it was a really great final when I woke up finally at 12 p.m. today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. You've been working hard.
Yeah.
So I know how y'all met, but
Yeah.
I want you to tell our listeners and everyone
I don't know. Let's hear.
in the Don't Be Gay Podcast LLC's studio about how y'all met, because I think it's very adorable. And I wish.
I do too. I do too. I'm just smiling so much thinking about it. Because it was a very like natural, organic way. So it was late October of 2021, and I've got this friend Craig McNabb. He's actually like he's a musician, but also like a musical comedian here in Chicago. And he used to put on this variety show at the Sedgwick Stop in Old Town, because they've got like a cool showroom, like it's a basement, and it's very cool. So it was a variety show, and so I got booked as the stand-up on it. And then my friend Henry, who's a fantastic musician, also great comedian, he got booked as the musician for the show. Henry, I've known Henry since 2019, because we're all so connected. I'm on shrooms.
Oh my God. Life is just one big circle.
Life is just really beautiful. And I had known Henry for a while because one of his girlfriends and I, Claire, we used to work together at a restaurant. So I like kind of knew this friend group a bit, loved them to death. Like always kind of saw them maybe like once a year or something since. But it was fun. Like, so Henry was there and I was excited to see him. And then Henry is roommates with Jack, who's my boyfriend.
Hey, Jack.
Hey, Jack. Hey. And so we talked like right at the beginning of the show. I recognized him because we had both been at a party like a couple weeks prior, but both of us I think had a little bit too much to drink, so I didn't remember his name, but I like knew I had met him, so I made sure to like ask someone for his name, and I introduced myself again. I was like, "Oh, you're Jack, right?" Like I knew. He was like, "Oh yeah." So we chatted a little bit. The show happened. That it was fun. It was really fun. And then afterwards, there was like a brief intermission, and we just started a conversation at the bar. I know, right? Right?
Fisting, yeah, totally.
It was really like casual meet cute. You know, my fist just fell into his ass.
Right, He told you where he worked. You put another like inch in.
It was great. It was a really, but it was really cute. We ended up getting a couple beers together, and then the show started again. But he and I, we didn't even realize we were chatted for like an hour, and then he was like, "Do you want to go get a drink at another spot?" And I was like, "Sure," but I like didn't know what was kind of going on, so I was like, "Henry, do you want to come with us?" So we all three went over to Old Town Ale House, and then like halfway through that night, he asked me out on a date for 2 days later, and then the rest is history.
Oh, that's so cute.
And now y'all are here. Y'all are oh God, y'all are so adorable. I think he's so nice and so sweet, and he's like
so sweet.
He's like the perfect way of like being like super supportive, but also like being realistic. Because of what I see is that like he supports your comedy and he supports your work, but you can tell that he comes from it as like a I just support what you're doing, not like I'm super infatuated. Because I don't know if you can, like, because I've dated people or like been talking to people, and I feel like Josh, we've talked about this as well in the past, where it's like people like they only date you because you're like a comedian or because you're doing something on the creative spectrum. And it kind of feels a little like okay, do you really like
it's
me?
weird. It feels like they're like a fan.
Yeah, like
it's
a fan
like,
in a way.
Yeah, and I will say, like Jack, well, I will say, I'm sure he you know, in a really cute, lovey-dovey way, is a fan. Like, like he has a lot of respect. Like we have a lot of respect for each other, I think, and that's the foundation for all of our interactions.
Well, that's like a cute fan, not like a crazed fan.
No.
Like, oh my God, you do comedy?
He's a fan, like, I think, of just like of Grace Bahler, just in general.
Exactly. That's how it is. Like he's a fan of you and respects you as a person, and then you do this on the side. And he's like, you know what, you're doing it. You do it well, clearly.
It's so cool. No, that's so true. He actually encouraged me. I used to be a pediatric dental receptionist. Most random job I've ever worked.
Also, most random segue.
I know. I promise I'm getting to a good point then. And I did that for like a year and a half. And then he encouraged me to pursue like more of like a corporate career, like in sales, because he thought I would be good at it. So I ended up landing a job in sales, and I am good at it, and I like fully credit that because he does sales too, and he's great at it. A lot of my friends do sales.
I feel like a lot of people do sales. A lot of like comedians as well in general are in sales.
Yes.
Like I feel like also because we're like selling ourselves to like get booked on shows and do stuff.
That's like, literally why I got hired too, because they were like, well, you know, there's a lot of rejection in this job, and I'm like, honey, I've eaten shit on so many stages in Chicago. I don't care. People can tell me no in an email. That's fine.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
One of my favorite memories with you and him was with your birthday last year when we went to what's the name of that bar? Jake's
on Clark.
Because you
Super
were
divey.
super divey. Like,
Never been.
I'm pretty sure I was the only black person in that bar.
I think I can confirm. I remember this being a conversation.
Yeah, I think we were. Yeah, I think we walked in and I was like, I think I'm the only black person. You're like, yeah. You were like, yeah. I'm so sorry. I was
Yeah.
like, it's fine.
Like
You apologize.
Yeah,
on
I
his
was just
behalf.
like, I'm so sorry.
on behalf of the Caucasian people in here, I would like to say we see you and we accept you.
That place should be a smoking bar, but anyway.
It really should be. And so I remember we were in there and we were like getting a drink, celebrate your birthday. You were hosting the show, or were you hosting or like on the show?
I did a little spot.
You did a little
the club.
spot. And then we went there afterwards. We were drinking, talking with your friends, et cetera, et cetera. And then I met Jack, like actually, like in person, and like he was like he thought I was so funny.
Oh, he loves you,
right? I love that.
He does. I'm sure Jack would love you as well. He just needs to meet you.
Oh, I would love him too.
He's a huge Sean Banks fan.
He did tell me, and he's like, I watched your reels, and like I thought you were so funny, blah blah blah, et cetera. I was like, oh my god, thank you so much. You are
well, because it's true.
Best. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah. And then I liked him a lot more because then 2 or 5 minutes later, he was just like, he's like, do you like cocaine? I was like, like five or some minutes later, like after he was like singing my praises, he was like, do you like cocaine? I was like, never done it. And then he was like, you want to do it? And I was like, well, if I'm going to do it, I'd rather I do it with someone I trust, you and him. And so then, and then we went into the bathroom, did a little bump.
Grace Bahler, the drug lord.
Quite literally, yeah.
And we appreciate you so much. You know what? Yeah. We, amongst the drug addicts of Chicago, we see you, we appreciate you.
Yes.
We accept you.
And you are the moment.
Period.
I'm a moment.
Yes.
Okay, so before
sound
we
just
were
like Benny.
Oh my god.
I am plot
Benny. If you see this,
guys, I do have something to tell you. I've been talking about Benny this whole time.
What's up?
I am her.
No, just imagine
crazy?
you take off a sweater. It's like an all-in-one. You're like, it was me.
It's like the Lizzie McGuire moment.
Hey now.
Oh,
hey
shit.
now. This is what dreams are made of.
Wait, hope we don't get copyrighted for that.
No.
I
just hope they put
it's a Disney movie.
On
They
that.
have bigger things to worry about.
I wrote it too.
Yeah,
What are they gonna do?
You're also Hillary
You're Benny.
Duff.
I'm Hillary Duff. I'm Lizzie McGuire. I'm also cartoon Lizzie McGuire.
I was going to say, you're also brunette Lizzie McGuire.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the one from the movie. I was obsessed. Oh my god.
Isabella.
I love it.
Okay, wait. When that movie came out, I think I was like 6 or 7 years old, and my cousin had me as a flower girl in her wedding, and I literally sat her down.
You paused in between flower girl and wedding. So I just like she had me as a flower girl at her office party, and like I just imagine you saying something else.
That was going through my mind too. I was like, "You dumb bitch! What else are you gonna be a flower girl at?"
I just imagine like I was a flower girl at her trip to Target.
Actually,
and
you know what? I would like to
sorry,
say this now to any listeners or viewers. I will be your flower girl for hire.
Yes.
I'm looking at all the cameras right now.
All
you
of
can hire
them.
me to be flower girl. I will follow you around Target. I will go with you to get Plan B and be your flower girl. It'll be a good time.
Just on your way to the self-checkout, just little flower petals.
Just a little flower.
Just little flower petals.
I'm gonna start this business.
I'm so sorry I interrupted you.
Yeah, what the hell? No. Oh yeah, the Lizzie McGuire movie came out. I was a flower girl. And
At the wedding.
And I literally sat my cousin down. I was like, "Hey, Courtney, thanks for letting me be your flower girl." I was 7, okay? I've always been a girl boss. And I was like, I just have an idea, though. You know, what if when I go down the aisle, I do an outfit change, and then we have lights and, like, really fun music, and I can sing This Is What Dreams Are Made Of. And, well, she shot me down, so I never got to be a star, but... Yeah.
Well, look at you now.
Look at me now.
You are Lizzie McGuire now.
You know what?
So.
I actually think I would like to incorporate this into my routine, like doing all of a sudden a cover of a song.
Yeah.
With a wig.
With a wig.
And then do an outfit change.
Every performance is made better with a wig. No matter who you are, no matter what you identify as, every performance is better with a wig.
I love that. That's a good. I have like a platinum blonde wig. I'm gonna wear it.
Ooh.
Oh, you
on
should.
Tuesday.
I love that color.
Blunt bang, or is it like a center part? What's
Center
it
part,
Ooh.
and it just falls down.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
See, I'm just saying, no matter what.
Bring
you
it to
do-
the next mic.
Bring
I
it to
want
the
to
next
see.
I literally,
You
like
will,
you
'cause-
better.
I will be there on
Yeah,
Tuesday
me
in a
too.
wig with a lollipop
Ooh.
and shots.
Yeah.
and shots
And shrooms.
Yeah.
shrooms.
And
I'm
everything.
and
there.
anything you could ever want.
Because you're already going to get applause because you're very funny and bring a lot of
Yeah.
energy to the stage. But just like imagine the applause you would get if you just walk on stage to yours and just be like, whoosh.
That'd be amazing.
The crowd would go wild.
That would be
Yes.
very cool.
It'd be-
And
That
does
would be-
does a split.
Yeah. I gotta learn to that.
Oh,
What if I did a somersault?
that no.
No.
Oh!
Well, fine.
Just
Actually,
drag.
when I was like
Yeah.
little in preschool, I did gymnastics class,
Yeah.
and basically they were trying to teach us all to do somersaults.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to do it so badly that I convinced everyone in my class to do a pencil roll instead, and I got kicked out.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Those bitches. How dare they?
I know.
You're just expressing yourself.
My mom was really proud of me for it.
Oh. So do you like want to learn how to do a split or? Cause
Yeah.
like every night I would like.
Josh knows how to do this.
Yeah, it all started like
Wait, I
when
love
first watched
this.
when I first watched Drag Race and like I saw
Uh-huh.
like my first lip sync. It changed my life. Not actually, it's a bit dramatic, but like it was just like some unpolished queen just fucking dropping to the splits, and I was like, I want to be like that. And so like every night, I would like literally like right before bed, I would like go like this with my legs, and just the more days that passed by, like it would go all the way to the ground because like when you
Really?
keep doing it, like every night, like it
So if I
eventually just
do
goes
it
further.
every night,
Yeah.
It's like a muscle. You flex it
Yeah.
enough, and then it'll grow.
I hung out with this drag queen. I told her like the same technique.
I don't know
And
if
it
that's
was-
a right.
love that.
I don't know if that's the right analogy or not, but
That was beautiful. That was just a very like.
Wait, what did you
sweet,
say?
I was like, it's like a muscle. The more you flex it, the more it'll grow.
Yeah, pretty
Like,
much.
yeah.
Yeah.
That
And so
just
like
sounded
now I
very,
could
like,
go all the way to the
children's book.
ground.
I'm gonna.
thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, in a year from now, I will be doing
It took me like
splits.
2 months. Yeah.
Okay, well, a year from now,
Okay,
I'm not you. I'm Hillary Duff and I'm Benny,
Like,
but
well,
I'm
guess
not
what?
you.
I do so much.
I have things to do. So splits is going to be at the bottom of the list. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Okay. This has been lovely. So before we
Yes.
end off, one more thing to ask you.
Okay.
Is there any advice or tips you could give to any potential people out there that want to also be girl bosses out here, just living, thriving, and just making
Yeah.
their own paths?
Yes. Don't care what anybody thinks. Like genuinely, I did not do stand up in Chicago pre-pandemic because I cared way too much about what people thought. And the moment that I just was like, well, if they hate me, they hate me. But I'm
Yeah.
literally just going to love myself unconditionally and bring that energy to the stage. Bring that same energy to every aspect of your
Yeah.
life.
And that shows because like whenever I see you on stage, like you're just so confident.
It's
And
so fun. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like why not? Why not? Like, we're gonna die,
Right.
right?
Spoiler alert.
I literally think about death every day. That's
Yeah.
another way to be a girl boss. Just wake up every day and be like, "Hey, bitch, you're gonna die. What are you gonna do in the meantime?"
Just look in the mirror and just
That
say
is so true.
No, like I literally
We-
think about it every day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
like
a good point.
It really, it just puts everything into perspective.
It makes you like want to live more. You know.
Yeah.
So
And no,
Yeah.
no matter what, that's no matter how who we are from whatever background, life does end.
it ends.
That is a very good point. So
ends.
what are you gonna do?
like our society does
dropping
not.
knowledge at the LLC over
this is
here.
this is
Our-
therapy.
That is so true because
Right?
it's such a simple concept,
Yeah.
but like that is so true.
It's like
what
one
are you
of
gonna
the-
do in the meantime?
It's one of the only truths that we like know to be
Like, for
a
a
fact.
fact, yeah.
For a
Uh-huh.
fact, we are born, we live, and we die. Like if that's all you know, what are you gonna do about it? So anyway,
And
We're all
that's
gonna
on
die
and that's
anyway.
pyramid, and that's on
and
pyramid.
that's it.
Oh my God, thank you so much, Grace, for being here.
Thank
but
you for having me.
before we let you go,
Okay.
we have our segment that we do at the end of every single episode.
Oh my God.
Titled
Yeah.
What the Heck?
Heck?
Where we
Yes.
essentially just take this
Drag.
moment to
Okay.
drag heterosexual people.
Oh,
And
I love this. Okay.
and you know just
Okay.
say something that has like really affected us in our lives at this very moment. So Josh, take it away.
Yeah. So like recently, like, I had a customer at like the comedy club I work at, and she was like very drunk, right? And so she was like flirting with me, and like I just don't understand. Like, did she not get the memo? Like my nails were like painted and everything, and like my voice is like this, and Exactly. And like I kept doing like this,
Look at
just
the
like so she like knows. Like I was just like, like yeah, the doorman is gonna seat you over there. Like I was like that, and like she was like literally like touching my arm. She's like, oh, are you like gonna serve us? And I'm like, I'm gonna be serving you looks. And like she like did not get the message still. It was weird. And like she saw me like after the show too, and she was still talking. And I was like, oh, I think my manager wants me for something. I'll be right back. And I just went to the
Did you
bathroom.
never go back?
No.
Good.
Yeah, she wanted me to be like her husband or her wife. I don't know.
I mean,
I
you
don't-
could do it for the tax reasons.
Right.
Honestly.
For the credit score maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing else.
Sugar mama. I mean,
Yeah.
hey, who knows? Maybe she just wants like a little pocket gay or something.
Yeah.
You're very petite, so.
Oh, thanks.
You're very welcome.
She totally could
Yeah.
just want a pocket gay.
She really
Yeah.
could.
Yeah.
Well, it's not gonna be me.
You're in charge of your own destiny.
Girl Boss 101.
I make my own destiny. Britney
Britney
Spears.
Spears.
Just walks away.
So for my what the head, I'm just making a general thing.
Mm-hmm.
Heterosexual people, stop taking sports so seriously, especially for a country that half y'all bitches haven't been to. I have been seeing so much about the World Cup and people dragging like countries like Morocco and France and everything, and it's just like, you wish you could travel out of the country.
That's a really good point.
Bitches in the Midwest go to Milwaukee and act like they're doing something.
Yeah, me.
So you could never.
I was about to say, I have done that.
And so all I have to say is stop dragging these countries that you will never go to, have never been to, and can only dream to go
Roast
to. Okay.
these people.
No,
Roast
because
them.
I guess like some pseudo like racist and like shit is coming out like since like certain countries have been in the World Cup. Again, I don't really know what's happening with the games. I get on TikTok every now and then and I be seeing stuff, and I'm just like, y'all need to calm down because at the end of the day, it's a sport, and they're just out here like like as you said, live and die. Guess what? One team's gonna win, one team's gonna lose. If it happens to be the one that you were rooting for,
That's very true.
can't really help it. So sit down, calm down, and get cultured.
Also, sports are great, but like at the end of the day, it's about the food that you're eating
Right.
while watching them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I just want to quickly point that out.
Thank you so much.
And they don't put enough. Straight people don't put enough effort into that.
Yeah, I care way more
Culinary
about what I'm
experience.
eating than like the sport. Like,
Right?
ew.
Honestly, I
For
mean,
the outfits.
Because
Yeah,
if the dip
duh.
isn't giving, I don't care who scores.
Right.
Exactly.
Like-
Exactly.
What the fuck?
Said so well.
All right, Grace, do you want to end our episode with your what the heck?
With
segment?
popping off?
Anything you want to say, voice, anything that's happened to you in the realm of heterosexual
Tell us how much you
culture?
hate straight people.
Yeah, I hate you, straight people. I don't even like know where to start. I got aggressively hit on last night at a bar.
Sorry,
by,
that was me.
I knew it. I knew
I was
it.
wearing a hat, so you didn't know it was me.
Oh,
This guy, guys.
that's why your nails were short. You
Yeah, I had to clip them.
you know, because you had
So she couldn't recognize me. I'm like, let me clip them before I see her today.
That was thinking 5 steps ahead.
literally 5.
Literally
All
5
five.
steps ahead.
Okay, so sorry.
I got hit on by a magician. Oh God. So I want to just take the time right now to say, heterosexual men specifically, stop doing magic.
It's 2020. Well, 2023 when this comes out. Why is a magician still a profession? It feels like a hobby. I'm sorry. I'm
love
so sorry,
this.
magicians.
I feel this is gonna be maybe controversial, so we might end on a hot take here, but I feel like there are men who grow up and either they had a good childhood and they become magicians,
Okay.
or
Oh God.
or they get a gun. Do you know what I
Oh,
mean?
God.
That.
Yeah.
Do you kind of know what I mean though with that?
No, I know what you mean.
Like it's the same type of like male energy
Mm-hmm.
that goes into like having a wand and having an AK-47.
That kind of makes sense, though.
No, it
Right?
doesn't really make sense. It's very like the two opposite.
Yeah.
It's two opposite ends. Like literally everything in this world is made for white men to succeed, and the littlest thing that happens wrong in their life. Oh, okay, shooting up. So,
Yeah.
like I'm just saying.
Or do you want to see a card trick? Like,
or what is it like?
Right now, I'm just rethinking.
Mass
I'm thinking about like
shootings.
the entire Harry Potter series, but like with guns instead.
Oh my God! If Harry Potter
replacing
didn't
the
get into
wands.
Hogwarts,
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
no.
no, that does check out though. Like, do you see his face?
I can
like,
so see it. I can so see it happening. I
Yeah.
can so see it happening.
Just
So,
yeah, white men, calm down.
just take a
Statistics
breather.
show white men are mail shooters. So calm down and enjoy those Reeboks, and eat your Applebee's, and just calm down. Life's okay. It's not
I
that big
do
of a
be
deal.
loving Applebee's.
Right, I was gonna say, what's wrong with Applebee's? I mean, I don't dislike it, but like, why?
I like it ironically.
Yeah.
A
Like-
two for 20.
Yeah. Have you ever had the
Wait,
cheeseburger quesadilla from Applebee's?
No.
It's so good.
They have like a happy hour or something. Like the alcohol's like not that expensive. It's
You can get
a deal.
really fucked up at Applebee's.
Yeah.
I can imagine that.
But they don't have one in
Right.
Chicago.
Now we're
And-
tracking
That's
you.
That's how I was, okay, yeah, no.
We're like, actually,
really
you're
ending on a
wrong.
high
You
note.
know what? Speaking of LLCs, if we all pulled together $10,000, we could open a franchise of Applebee's.
Could we call it like Apple Teas?
Yes. We could
That's
probably
kinda
do,
cute.
I don't know what the creative liberties would be, but what if it was a stand-up comedy club and an Applebee's?
And an
yeah.
Applebee's.
Okay,
Okay.
That'd be fire.
We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that.
Yeah, okay.
In the meantime, thank you so much. Grace,
Thank you
for
so
being
Thank you for
much.
having me. Highlight of my life.
Oh, thank you so much. Do you want to look into these cameras and tell the people where they can find you on all social media platforms to let you know all the shows you'll be doing around the city?
Which camera do I look at to tell my social security number?
No, we're actually collecting that afterwards, and then we'll share it on our social media. section.
Perfect.
So,
Okay, well, you can find me at mainly the Laugh Factory Chicago, also at Zany's, and kind of just bopping around town. Also on Instagram at Very Spontaneous, although I might have to change that because it's a dumb username. Or on TikTok at So Spontaneous.
Wait, no, you have to keep it now because
I know.
that could be like a.
Or on Twitter as Spontaneous Person. So I'm around, and you can say hi, but you cannot buy drugs from me.
Oh.
I don't sell them. I just receive. The universe just
Yeah.
blesses me. So thank you for having me. And
Of course.
Yeah.
Thanks for taking your time out. Honestly, I love you so much, and I appreciate you taking your time.
I love
to
you
come
both
here and lace
dearly.
us with
Yeah,
your
thank you.
amazing energy. It's always nice to talk to
Yeah.
you.
So spontaneous.
I'm just so crazy.
We're so random.
Everybody be a girl boss.
Be a girl boss.
Be a girl
no matter
boss.
who you are, everyone can be a girl boss.
Everyone can be.
And everyone can follow us
Yes.
at the Don't Be Gay Podcast on Instagram and TikTok at Don't Be Gay Podcast. You can follow me, Sean Banks, at Banksy on Instagram, BANK, 2 Z's, and 3 Y's. You already know.
That was so much mental math.
It really was. I need to get better at that. Okay, in the
Yes.
meantime, Josh, tell them where
And
to
you can
find
follow me into the nearest alley.
Oh my God.
You can follow me, Joshua Hampton, at the Josh Ham on Instagram. That's kind of it. I don't like anything else. Maybe
Fair.
That's fair.
TikTok,
honestly.
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't really post anything, but like Instagram.
We'll try and get better. And don't forget to follow the Lincoln Lodge as well at the
Yeah.
Lincoln Lodge on Facebook, Instagram, and any other social media platform. And on that note, as we always say before, don't be gay and invest in LLCs.
Invest.
LLC stands for loose lips and controversy over in this part.
Oh!
Goodbye.
Don't be gay.
Oh yeah.
Don't be gay. You
Okay.
heard us. Don't be gay. Oh, don't be gay. It's time.